Good morning everyone, it's me AJ. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the second part of our Rotorua road trip. Today we're going to continue exploring what Rotorua has to offer, so we're going to hit up the famous Redwood Treewalk for just a nice relaxing stroll and then finally bathe in the famous mud pools of Hell's Gate. I'm very excited, but for now we need some breakfast. I'm very hungry and I'm craving some pies. I believe there's a pie shop down the road called Patrick's Pies. I hope it's very good. I'm very excited. I hope you're excited as well, so let's go. So what are we getting today?
We're gonna get some pie.
Look at the awards and the thing as well. It's pretty stacked.
I'm so excited.
I know. So here we are at Patrick's Pies in Rotorua. Like I said, I think it's an offshoot of the original Patrick Pies in Tauranga. So next bite is their award-winning, their 2019 Supreme Pie award-winning mince and cheese. Look at it. Once you take a bite, it's already packed full of mince. So you know the first bite's gonna be packed full of meat. That's so good. This is pretty much like packed full of mince. Let me just take another bite. It's got a nice cheese level as well, which I really love. This is really good. I really like it.
Okay, so I had to get the sausage rolls. Sausage rolls are probably like one of my favorite just pastry items. I mean, it just looks so good. Oh, I'm so hungry as well. The pastry has like a good amount of flakage and butteriness, so it's not like dry. And like the meat is quite, what's the word? Moist and juicy, which is really, really nice. Oh my gosh. That second bite was better because I got more of the meat. Oh yeah.
So this is the remains of the creamy mushroom and bacon and cheese that my parents ordered, but the filling looks chonky already. Wow. That is hella comforting. Those mushrooms are coming through with that creamy sauce and those little specks of bacon. This is really good. Wow.
So I got the bacon, egg, cheese, tomato, and onion pie. This is their supreme winner back in like 2010. And if you know us, we love a bacon egg pie. So I'm hoping this is really good. Oh my, what the heck? That bite had a lot of crust, obviously, but that was a pretty good first bite. Oh my. Wow. It's a very rich pie. This is like the richest and like decadent like bacon and egg pie I've had. The bacon is almost minced in a way, which I actually really, really like. And like the cheese just gives it a lot of like creaminess. And yet again, they are coming through. But this, it's just so good.
All right, final pie in this wonderful journey across Patrick's Pies here in Rotorua is their, it's very loaded roast pork, caramelized onion, creamy mushroom, and cheese. It feels pretty heavy, and it sounds very packed. So let's give it a taste. Oh wow, that was such a good pie. I've never had pork belly in a pie before, and that was just, wow, it has like some solid chunks of pork belly, the sweetness from the caramelized onions, that creamy mushroominess. Wow, that was just a heavenly combo. That's probably like one of my favorite pies I've ever had. Hello, welcome. We have made it to the beautiful Redwoods Forest here in Rotorua. When we were driving down, I almost felt transported to California where the massive redwoods reside. So this whole Redwoods Tree Park has a lot of free mountain biking and trekking tracks which you can do. There's a lot of information boards as well. But we are here to do the famous Redwoods Tree Walk, which basically means you are suspended among some some walkways amongst the trees, which is very cool. It costs around $30 per person. Man, I just love that these giant and beautiful redwoods are providing such cooling shade. You know, I'm out of that sun. I'm not gonna get sunburned today. I'm so excited. Let's go.
One way only.
I actually have a very mild fear of heights, but it's very beautiful. Oh my, I can just see the sun. Oh, the way the sun is just
Shining on your
shining on my face.
Wow, these redwoods are already so awe-inspiring just looking up to those massive canopies. But I'm sure most of you guys will be familiar with the California redwoods like General Sherman, Hyperion, those really massive ones that can reach heights of around 100 meters. Those ones, I believe, have reached ages of around 2,000 years old, so they're pretty ancient. But these ones in Rotorua, they're pretty relatively young, at least. Around, I think they were planted around 1901, the first ones, and the tallest one here I think is around 73 meters. So just to compare, Hyperion, the tallest redwood in the world, 115 meters, taller than Big Ben, taller than the Statue of Liberty. So that dwarfs even the tallest one here. So that must be a massive sight to behold, even though these ones are already pretty beautiful in itself.
Ooh, the way that lens flare. It's the lens flare for me. It's the lens flare for me.
Wow, so beautiful.
Alright, so an optional track route is that you can go a bit higher compared to the original walk. I believe it's like 5 maybe-ish meters higher. Like, even though it's optional, I highly recommend you go up because the stairs lead to the tallest tree in the park, and it's really, really nice to look at. I mean, like, it almost seems almost like, I don't know, like skeleton-like, which is pretty cool. We are nearing the end of the walk. Honestly, it is definitely worth the money. It's so beautiful and you just feel closer to nature. I feel like I'm gonna fall, but honestly I had a lot of fun. It was just so peaceful, and like the weather and everything was just so perfect. Highly recommend. Okay.
Now we couldn't resist hitting up a Rotorua legend, Alibaba's, a pretty unique spot that serves Tunisian food. They also serve desserts, kebabs, and pizzas among other things in their very cool restaurant. Alright, so we got our food and it looks absolutely delicious, and I'm just gonna start off with their tagine jalbana. I think it's a green pea based tagine. It's got the flatbread, tomatoes, and we got it with chicken. I believe it's got some turmeric, harissa, in a beautiful Maghrebi sauce. Oh man, that looks delectable. Yeah, my family's already eaten some, but let's grab some for ourselves. First bite. Wow, that is really nice. It's like a flavor explosion of spices and herbs, man. And those peas are like, give it like that nice textural mushiness. The chicken is very nice. The potato is very nice. The flatbread is very good. Oh man.
Alright, so I got their traditional pasta. It's essentially just like a creamy, spiced pasta sauce, and it also comes with like falafel and chicken like on top. Alright. I like a bit of that spiciness, and it's really flavorful. It does need like a bit of salt, but the actual flavor profile itself is really lovely. I really like it. Now we're gonna try their couscous. It's essentially just like Lebanese bread, and inside it's filled with some meat. We got lamb, as well as some cheese, like a sauce, and some vegetables. It looks really, really good. The lamb is it's so good. It's like really tender and juicy.
It's also got some sweet chili and mayo on top, and that flatbread as well. It's slight crisp and just holds everything together really nicely. Next dish, we got their amazigh rice meal. It's like a spicy, creamy coconut sauce with tomato and Berber spices. You know, it's got that lamb and that sauce. My family's already eaten it, which is why. But like, it's got the salad and that beautiful yellow rice. Oh wow! You can really taste the coconut in there. It's got like very nice spices. It's so creamy, and that lamb. It's just so nice, and then the greens give that freshness to it, which I really love. The rice just soaks up that sauce very beautifully. It's just a really comforting dish. Wow. Alright, that was a very delicious and unique meal here at Alibaba's. You know, something different? Tunisian cuisine, something that I'm not very familiar with. But for now, it's time to hit peak relaxation. It's time to travel to Nirvana because we're going to be going to Hell's Gate to soak in their beautiful mud pools. Let's hit the road. My true form has been revealed. So welcome to the inside of Hell's Gate. I mean, you can see why it's named Hell's Gate. I believe it is the largest geothermal area in the whole of Rotorua and one of the most active as well. Hell's Gate is part geothermal park and part spa. Definitely very famous for its mud pools, which we'll see later. Behind me is the Sodom and Gomorrah pool. I believe it's over 100 degrees, so definitely it's the forbidden bathtub. If you say that you're gonna die if you step in that for sure, or at least do some very serious damage. So yeah, we're just gonna have a long walk around the park. I believe it takes around an hour or so, and then afterwards I'm gonna take a soak in the mud pools, which I'm very much looking forward to. Let's go. So we've arrived here in the second and much larger geothermal area. This whole area of Hell's Gate, I believe, was created around 10,000 years ago when a lake that used to cover this whole area drained out to sea, and basically that release of ground pressure resulted in a series of hydrothermal eruptions, which gave the landscape which we all know and love from Rotorua. The series of massive mud pools and steam vents popping out of the ground is just an incredible movie set hellish-like appearance that's just so awe-inspiring and so interesting as well. I don't know, people say Rotorua smells like rotten eggs, but just like the smell of gasoline, I kinda do find the aroma a bit endearing, you know, as exhibited by me sitting here next to a geothermal vent. Rotten eggs.
Wow, just look how steamy that is. Look at that boil up. You know that SpongeBob episode where they're superheroes and Squidward is like that guy with the volcano? He goes like, Krakatoa or something. Wow, nature. So we're here at the Sulphur Lake, also known as the Medicine Lake. It's known for treating, I don't know, acne, arthritis, muscle pain. So I should probably bathe my knees. But right now I'm just gonna give it a little touchy touch because it's safe. Oh, it's actually quite warm. You know. Oh, it's actually kind of hot. But yeah, like the mud is quite fine. So it is fine to touch. And yeah, it's also one of like, there's a pool. It's gonna be in the spa version of this. So it'll be quite a relaxing time. I'm excited.
After our geothermal walk, we did get to have an incredibly relaxing soak in their mud pools and sulfur bath. However, we didn't really feel comfortable filming half-naked bodies other than our own, and it's very hard to vlog while you're covered in mud, so here are just 2 pics we snapped in the pools. So yeah, that was Hell's Gate for you, just like Yami said. I feel like a new person. I feel like Captain America after he's been juiced, you know, like when he was like, who is this person? That's basically how I feel. But also, yes, the geothermal attraction is very much worth your time. It's just a very magnificent spot. You know, you get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, a geothermal wonder at one, and also some geothermally relaxing spas and mud pools and stuff. Rejuvenate yourself. Oh man, that just felt really good. I think we're just gonna go back for dinner now and just head back to the city, so let's go. Okay, we made it here into the Thai restaurant. Not just any Thai restaurant, not just a Thai restaurant, the Thai restaurant. That's basically the name of this restaurant. It's a very popular place to eat right next to the city center. It's pretty much opposite Alibaba, where we had lunch in earlier in the day. We just got a few meals. I'm very excited. Well, my skin has been rejuvenated, but it's time to feed some nutrition into my stomach and rejuvenate my appetite. So let's eat. We've got 3 mains. First dish is their chicken and cashew nut stir fry. It looks like it's got broccoli and onions and carrots and mushrooms and baby corn, one of my favorite vegetables of all time. Got a bit of everything. Excuse that very ugly bite, but wow. This is a very saucy and flavorful dish. I just love all the veggies, and the chicken is very nice, and that cashew adds that nuttiness. I really like it. Very flavorful dish, I really like it. Next is some of their whole snapper with a chili and garlic paste sauce slathered all over on top of it. Looks very glorious, so alright. Wow, it's really good. It's very flavorful. Like all the herbs and spices just work together to make such a flavor bomb. And that fish is nice and meaty and flaky, which I really love. I believe there's like some lime leaves and stuff as well there. Very nice.
I'm gonna try the pad see ew, but it's essentially just some flat rice noodles and then a dark sauce, and it also comes with like some vegetables and chicken. I'm very excited. I love me a noodle dish. I love dance. The sauce has like a bit of that salty umami-ness, but it's not too strong. So it's actually quite nice and like light in a way. And the noodles are bouncy and have like a really good chew, which I really like. If you love noodles, you're gonna love this.
I am gonna do, guys, this is fusion food at its finest. I'm gonna do the most Filipino move, pad see ew and rice. It just works. Carb on carb action, Filipino way. Love it. So I forgot to do an outro, but this day was truly one incredible day of food and sightseeing. I couldn't recommend the awe-inspiring Redwoods Forest enough, especially for families with kids or people who just hate the sunlight. There's pretty much something for everyone here. Finally, Hell's Gate truly felt like what it was named after, an otherworldly geothermal park with a genuinely fun and relaxing mud pool and spa experience, which we unfortunately couldn't document in detail. Hope to catch you all on the next video where we hit up Topo for some of the best smash burgers in New Zealand and experience pure adrenaline in the Hoka Falls Jet. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching another one of our food and travel videos, and see you on the next one.